Ladies and gentlemen, Simulationforthenation here with a new video looking into a very special group of machines that landed just yesterday. This is all down to a video that was released by Polish content creator Lusek, hope I pronounced that properly, who was given an early preview model or platform of FS22 there, and in which they were showing off quite a few nice little features and, more importantly, some really nice machines. So we're going to spend a few minutes here just going through that. Now, I know some of you have already seen it already there, and that's great. Shout out DJ Goham, who put a lovely video out about it just the other day. But we're going to go through and look at it from a standpoint that I never thought we would actually get to. I didn't think it was going to be coming, personally. I just didn't think it was going to be something that was in game there, but I am thrilled that they've added it in. So over the course of the next 5 or 10 minutes or so, we're going to have a look through all the different machines that have been added, what I think is great about them, a few little game features that we saw in there as well, and also touch on a little bit of predicting the future from myself and from you guys in our previous videos. So let's start with the good stuff, shall we? This video was going through all the store items that he was able to buy, and he was looking at some of the different models there and selecting a few to have a play around with. And I will, by the way, put a link in the chat below or in the description for the video if you want to go and check it out if you haven't seen it already. That being said, there were some videos in here that were particularly interesting to me. Now, it's curious, and what's interesting is how various different channels, when they're analyzing this, have looked at it from different perspectives based off of, you know, what's intriguing to them and their location, really, and what they may use. Now, for me, the piece that I have to start with is, well, it's this. Look at it. The JCB Agri Pro, the 541-70. We finally got the telehandler that we've been looking for so long in game here, and a proper one at that as well. It's going to be very, very popular with the UK, the British, and the European markets, I'm sure. Maybe it will be for all of the other regions as well, North America, but it's going to be huge for those British players. I can't wait to see what that looks like. I really, really can't. I think it adds so much to it. It's really nice detail. Great to see JCB are actually going back to the telehandlers as well. Just needed something like this for so long. It always struck me as odd that we hadn't had it. Now, will that mean that we might see the TM320 or the 420 is no longer here? Quite possibly. Or even the old wheel loader might not be in. I don't know, but at least there's a lot more coming from JCB. Crucially as well, will we see like an old 52650 maybe, or something along those lines, or one of the classic machines? That would be pretty cool. But at least we've got this, and I cannot wait to see what that looks like and sounds like in game. Similarly, we're looking at Bertude next. Now, Bertude is someone that we knew about coming in from way back in early last year, I believe. I put a small video out about the fact that Bertude were coming. Coincidentally, I also put in there that might mean that orchard farming or vineyard farming were coming based off some of the machinery that they were using as well. And it looks like we were half right there as well, so that's pretty cool. But Bertude are here with a lovely self-propelled sprayer. Now, we did see a little bit of a promotional video which had a glimpse of this, or a screenshot at least, which had a glimpse of this in the earlier cycle of the release. But there is their self-propelled sprayer, which I'm sure will mean that at some point we're going to see some fact sheets about that, and also a few more sprayers to come with it as well. I can't wait to see what they look like. But yeah, nice to have a big self-propelled sprayer. That is a monster of a self-propelled sprayer in there as well, let it be known. But yeah, that's another new machine. It's coming through, and it's great to have that in there as well. Finally having it confirmed, which is fantastic. And now some of the eagle-eyed viewers will have seen a couple of Deutz in there as well in the same video. This is a Series 7 TTV, which is back, but there's also the Series 8 in here as well. I haven't got a screenshot of that one, but I apologize, I've zoomed in here to try and get a good enough picture of it. But yeah, it is back in game. Now, we know that so far Deutz only consists of the old combine. We've got some new big series tractors in there as well. I would love to see a classic tractor like the Agritron come in, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But Deutz are coming back. It's nice to see the old favorites still coming through there. Nice to see that all the brands that we knew about are kind of filling out week by week. I think that's really nice to see, and hopefully it will continue as well throughout the course of this week. And then just as you thought that perhaps we were having a lovely time and that John Deere were really filling out, we saw a 7810 John Deere come in. That was pretty cool. I did a classic tractors, or what we can expect from classic tractors video, probably I think it was in August this year or July, and we talked about what we saw as the very corner of a scene of a John Deere tractor that wasn't the 7810, but we knew was going to be coming in. It looked a bit longer. Those conversations as to whether it would be a 50 series or a 60 series or a 55 series. Didn't really know what to expect it could be, but all we were aware of is that something else was coming. And look at it. The John Deere 4755 is here, and I think it's going to be huge. Now, quite rightly, a lot of the North American viewers going crazy over this one, and rightly so. It's a beautiful looking tractor there. It's going to be huge. I can't wait to see what it's like in game again. I hope it really sounds like it's got a fantastic power unit behind it. But yeah, brilliant to have that on board. One thing I'd like to see would be those front linkage arms actually fold in over, because they do look quite long from this angle. But yeah, huge old bit of iron there, really, and I think that will be exactly what we needed to see, and I'm looking forward to seeing what that will bring to the game. But John Deere are here with 2 classic tractors, so really the options are limitless, really, for all these brands. If we're bringing in this many old machines, I can't wait to see what else we get. Still a lot of brands out there that don't have anything. You know, JCB don't so far, New Holland and Case don't so far, Massey have got their old 3690 in there as well. Class haven't got anything. Maybe they'll go for Renault, who knows. Few options there for sure. And we've also got the Voucher as well. Let's not forget about that. And let's not forget about looking at this, the opposite end of the spectrum. This is the 9RT John Deere. We've seen some big John Deeres recently, but this one takes the biscuit. Look at it. It's huge. Absolutely behemoth of a machine there. Now, we are that must at this point really start to round out all of our John Deeres, you would think. We've got the classic machines in there now. We've got a long range. There is a 6M John Deere that we've seen in some of this promotional video as well. So I would say at this point we're looking pretty good, I would say. But who knows? There may be a chance to get more in there. Let me know if there's any John Deeres that you still want to see coming on through. We've had the 7R, we've got the 8R, no 6R yet, so that could still be coming as well. But really, getting a large sample of tractors from John Deere, and I'm all for it. We're going to have a look at, we're going to step away from tractors now. We're going to look into other machinery that we saw during the game there. And we're going to start with some trucks. Mack are in the game, ladies and gentlemen, and look at it. So we knew about the original, the classic Mack truck in there. That was always good to see. But they brought in the Pinnacle now as well. So now we know there's going to be at least 3, because there's also the Amazon pre-order, which is going to be the special or blacked out edition as well there. So that's going to be 3 Mack trucks in game there, which is pretty neat to see. I really do like the looks of the newer Mack there that we have. It's nice that in previous games, it's always the default Lizard trucks always look quite similar to a Mack without being a Mack there. So nice to have a little bit of something different on there as well. It does look pretty cool. That's not too expensive either. Oddly less expensive than the older machine, but yeah, still pretty cool to have. And in addition to that, something that we also knew that was coming was Schaefer. We've seen a lot of their loaders already, but they seem to have brought in another larger articulated wheel loader, which is great. So this isn't the higher end model that we knew about, which I think is a 9500. This is the 47 or the 4670. So it's kind of a smaller large wheel loader, if that makes sense. But yeah, another Schaefer loader in there. I think that makes 4 now all in all there, so a nice one to have. Really rounds out that collection there, kind of catering for all needs, all sizes. Obviously there's a lot of placeable different animal husbandry ranges there, and that will fit into one of those perfectly. So lovely to have that on board. And that is everything that we saw. There's a few smaller bits of implements that we've kind of seen, and cultivators and the likes. But that was pretty much everything that we saw from a machinery standpoint. Now is the great news that we've wanted to see coming for a while. Used machinery is going to be coming into the game. Now, this is something that everybody is wanting to see, a second-hand market, something that we can buy machines for a discounted price, and Giants have actually implemented this. So it shows, once again, they're really listening to what we want to see. So if you look at this screenshot here, you're able to see that we have a discount of 59% on the Agromaz. We've got a discount of 71% on the orchard equipment or the vineyard equipment there. The combine's down by a whopping 48%, which is great. And also the tractor's down by 66%, beg your pardon. But also, check out below. Check out where you got some hours coming through here. So you got 24 hours there on the machine that's selected, which is the Agromaz cultivator there. So that's really cool. It gives you the working width as always, the working speed. But it's great to see that it gives you everything that you need. So you can really see that in theory, if you were to look at the combine on multiple different occasions there, you would have more hours or less hours on it, different prices as well. So the second-hand market has a great opportunity to fluctuate. Factor in seasons as well. Will that mean that a combine right after harvest will be cheaper because it's done more hours? Will it be more expensive just building up to harvest there? You would hope to see that would work out. So that could be a really huge piece to add on in there. But ultimately, it's just great to see that Giants have actually been listening to the community throughout this whole development there, and they're continually adding in new development there. So much more that we don't know about yet in terms of different animals, the AI worker, for example. What does that look like? What could that be? So I think this is really, really good. And I'm over the moon to see this edition. I really am. Let me know down below in the comments what you think, what you would like to see, what you think of the edition so far, and what you're still hoping, with all fingers crossed, that we may well see. Now, I touched on earlier on that we did have a little video a while back about the classic tractors that we could hopefully see in FS22. So far, we've got the John Deere, and the other two that we were looking at there were the Ford TW35. Now, I'm not too hopeful on that one, I must say. Don't know. I think the odds of getting Ford in there are going to be very minimal, but we can always keep our fingers crossed. And the Fiat 11090 was on there as well, which, you know, New Holland Fiat, it's possible, I guess. We could hopefully see that there. We haven't seen any classic machines from New Holland yet, so fingers crossed there. But we've got one. We've got the big John Deere, which is cool. It's amazing. I didn't think we'd see that one. So that is super fantastic news. And with that, I will be keeping a keen eye on it. And I think what I will do, if we get one or maybe two or both of those two options there, if we do get that, and if you're watching this video, make sure to keep an eye on it, because if we do, I'm going to do a giveaway if we manage to nail those predictions. So keep an eye out for that one. Until next time, though, I've been Simulation for the Nation. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please do leave any comments, feedback down below. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, a thumbs down. We'll see you all in the next one. Until then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll see you down the road. Catch you later.